I'm Emma Curtin, host of a new true crime podcast called Murder Archives. It's set in Toorak in 1929 about the murder of Norma Reese McLeod. Search for Murder Archives where you're listening right now.
Hey, somehow related is supported by SuperSimpleCards.com, Glenn.
Great cards.
Great cards. You get a pack of greeting cards from Super Simple Cards using the offer code somehow at the checkout, SuperSimpleCards.com. Get into it.
Get them in a pack.
We have a new sponsor, Glenn, BeyondRest.com.au. Now, these are flotation centres.
Oh, I love them. Is that where you float in salt water at body temperature?
Yes, you float in the tank, and there's several locations around Melbourne. Go to beyondrest.com.au for the deepest experience possible in Melbourne. Love-filled temples of relaxation. You know what I've been enjoying Sunday night, 7:30 on Channel 10, Glenn? Russell Coight.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
We watched it with the kids, and it's a great show actually to sit around with your family, and it's very funny. So I assume everyone knows what Russell Coight is.
No?
But basically he's modelled on all those guys that we had around in the 90s,
Correct.
was it?
Yeah, Steve Irwin, the Leyland brothers,
Troy Dan.
Yeah.
Outback heroes.
Yeah.
But Russell Coight, of course, takes it to the extreme. He's always killing native animals, native plants.
Yeah, poor guy. I must admit, I watch him and I feel sorry. He likes to think that he's the smartest guy in the room, but unfortunately...
How many broken bones has he got?
Oh, well, there's a certain part of his body that I wonder if it's still there.
Oh, which part's that?
Well, just tell a little bit. He was in a rabbit trap in the first series. So
and then we saw it getting vacuumed. Anyway, it's very funny viewing. It's been, again, a big hit. So 7:30, Channel 10 with Glenn Robbins.
I'll pass it on to Russell Coight.
Yeah, pass on to Russell.
I'm sure he's listening in on some sort of satellite.
Yeah, has he got technology?
Yeah, he's got satellite. Yeah. He does.
Yeah,
I'll pass it on.
You know what I've decided, Glenn? I don't like cafes. I've realised at 53 years old, I'm not a cafe fan.
Meaning going in to get a takeaway, or meaning sitting down?
There. Yeah, You know what? This cafes. I'd rather go to the chicken shop. Because I was going to meet friend of the show, Sam Pang. You want to meet in a cafe? I went, mate, I'm not. Let's go to the chicken shop. Because, see, cafes are somewhere in between the chicken shop and the restaurant, aren't they?
Yes.
Because you know what always makes me laugh is when a top chef from a restaurant says he's going to open up a cafe. He's happy to just open up a cafe. You're like, no, you're like the AFL players now playing for the VFL.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're never happy to downgrade, are you?
Yeah. No, I hear what you're saying. But you do need somewhere. Do you think you can sit and you can have a normal chat in a chicken shop, can't you?
Yeah, and if they've got booths and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
And also they're noisy and loud.
So you're not
talk about anything. Whereas in cafes, people listen to your conversation.
And they're on there. You can see they're on their computer, and you're going, they're googling what I just said, and they're going to send it off on some interweb thing.
You know, you've been involved in writing TV shows and stuff. I've written books and shows and films. I've never once sat in a cafe and done that. Not once.
I must admit, if I rang you. And you said, hi, Dave, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just sitting here having a coffee, writing my book. I'd come around and slap you. I'd throw the coffee into your computer and say, don't you dare.
Well, I understand if someone's living in a shared house and there's just not the space, and they have to go to a cafe and do it there. Fair enough, but...
Yeah.
I do
but having said that, you don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee.
So that's a big statement, but you do drink...
Diet Coke. Yeah.
Now, does that not have caffeine in it?
Yeah, of course it has caffeine.
Why don't you drink coffee then?
I don't like the taste of it. I don't actually like hot drinks too. I don't really like hot drinks.
Oh, this is a childhood thing. You've had something happen when you've had a hot drink in your mouth.
As they said on 30 Rock once, what's his name? That guy who's the page. He goes, "I don't drink hot drinks. They're the temperature of the devil." I don't mind a hot chocolate occasionally, but I'd much rather as a cold drink.
Because when all the orders come, like when we order coffee at with a few friends, there'll be a double shot, there'll be a latte in there, and a friend of mine has a soy decaf latte.
Yeah, why bother? Huh?
I said, can you bring those in order of masculinity, please? It is. It's called Why the Bother, isn't it?
Yeah, why bother?
But having said that, whatever rings your bell. But
exactly.
Do you tell me this? When everyone's sitting around ordering their coffee and it comes around, do you go hot chocolate? Do you feel a little bit self-conscious?
Sometimes, but not. Yeah, I'll get a hot chocolate sometimes.
And what sort of hot chocolate? Do you want a hot chocolate in a little cup, or do you want the big one with a bit of ice cream?
You mean that's an ice chocolate?
Sorry, that's an ice chocolate.
I love an ice chocolate. Love a milkshake. Oh. Oh, yum. Love a milkshake. But too fat now.
Hang on. How did we get... Where are we again? We're on a podcast.
Right. Okay, here's the music.
Oh, God, I was just off thinking about milkshakes.
Hello and welcome to Somehow Related, and now please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well, thanks, Sam. And so, this is our podcast. 2 topics, not related, but they are related. And shall we get the topics?
Oh, yeah, please. Let's hope there's something food related in there, because I know it lights you up. It gives you a bit of energy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here we go.
The Catholic Church and McDonald's Filet-o-fish.
Well,
I must admit,
both great institutions. Let's just say that from the get-go.
Well,
both dubious institutions.
Does the Catholic Church have drive-through?
No.
I'm sure in the US you could... I reckon
drive through and get married.
Drive-through confirmation. No, drive-through confessional.
Confession.
I'm sure there would be.
There must be these days.
There must be.
Baptism.
Have you
been to a baptism lately? Have you been a...
No.
The baptisms are always just hilarious where they ask the baby to reject Satan in all his way. They look at the baby. Imagine if the baby spoke up and went, no, I love Satan.
I
love Satan.
Hang on, baptism, that's the first one?
With the baby and they put water on his head.
What's christening?
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking of a christening. You're right.
So what's baptism then?
Baptism is when you decide to convert to their religion and you're pushed under the water.
Right, and
I'm thinking of a christening. You're right.
Christening.
Babies for a christening.
And the christening is when you go to someone's house and they have...
No. They think it's in a church, a christening.
But what do they have a celebration?
Yes.
What did I go to then? We had to take a gift. Because, I'll tell you why.
They probably had the christening, they have a party afterwards, maybe?
Yeah. And these people were quite...
Religious?
Yeah, no. Rich. Oh, and we turn up, and I hadn't been to one before, and I'm talking to the people what they got the baby, and they're going, I bought him some BHP shares.
What?
And I'm going...
Got him an MCC membership.
I got him a rattle. I bought him shares in the raffle company. In the rattle company.
Oh, how fun is that?
God.
How old's that baby now?
Oh, he's probably 30.
Wow.
So those shares would be...
probably worth billions.
If I go around to the house, I want to see that rattle.
The rattle.
I bought him a rattle. Anyway, so hang on. So Filet-o-fish. Is it Filet-o-fish?
Yeah, the Filet-o-fish. So
that's in a burger.
Yeah, it's like a burger.
I got to say, when I'm pretending to eat healthy, I will have the Filet-o-fish.
You like the Filet-o-fish?
Yes, I do.
I'm not big on it. I'm not big on the Filet-o-fish because I know when I've hung out with Hughes, he always has a fish burger. I'll get a fish burger. I reckon the fish wrap, which you can't get at McDonald's, you get them in the US, but not. It's the greatest thing I've ever tasted. Really?
It would be my death row meal, I reckon.
No, you've told
fish
us before.
Taco. Fish taco.
You've told us before your partner's risotto would be your death meal.
But you said before she wouldn't
abandon you.
She wouldn't be around to make risotto if I was on death row.
Right. If you're on death row, you've been committed for some crime. She's going to leave you.
Fish taco.
Oh yeah, fish taco is beautiful.
No, you can't get them around in Australia that much, can you not?
No, maybe a few select restaurants, but I don't know.
And I reckon, here's what I reckon. Do you reckon the fish, what's it called, the McDonald's one? The fish?
Filet-o-fish.
Is it based on the fish finger?
Yes. Yes, definitely.
They've just gone, we won't put a bit of fish in there, we'll put a big fish finger in there.
Yeah, because it's not a fish fillet. It's like a fish pulp sort of thing, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I got to say, I'm going to go, I reckon you're a fish finger fan.
I used to love them when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
Love them.
How would you have them?
We used to have them with...
Sunday night?
Yeah, mashed potato, maybe.
Yeah.
Love fish fingers.
Pick them up with your fingers. That's why
I went to a restaurant and they were doing them fish fingers, like a trendy kind of restaurant.
Oh, I see.
Like a new take. They're still good though, just crumb fish. Often I do crumb the fish though at home. When we have fish, when we have like flathead tails.
Oh, what's the new crumb that's groovy now?
Paco.
Oh,
Paco, yeah.
Heavenly. Yeah.
Rice crumbs too. Yeah, rice crumbs.
Oh, so you know it all. Yeah.
But a good old breadcrumb. But have you looked at the ingredients of breadcrumbs? Just like the tip-top ones?
No.
Oh, my God.
Really?
Emulsifier this, additive that, colouring, flavouring. Or, man, the ingredients go for about a page in breadcrumbs.
I've started reading ingredients.
Yeah.
I mean, energy is the big one, isn't it? That's the sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Why do they say energy?
Oh, it's just another word for sugar.
Energy.
So, yeah, I read this book, and I'm still fat. That hasn't worked. But sugar content per 100 grams should be under 5. But in dairy products, it can go up to 10. That's fine.
You know your stuff.
Yeah, but I'm still fat. It hasn't worked.
Yeah.
I look at stuff and it goes, like peanut butter, sugar, 20 per gram. 100.
I was reading how good peanut butter is for you only the other day.
I love peanut butter.
Yeah.
I love it.
Look, Elvis Presley.
Yeah, look at him. He was healthy. So fillet-o-fish, it is like a fish finger in a soft roll with some mayonnaise, isn't it? That's what a fillet-o-fish
and it would have been, we always like to sort of DNA, it would have been invented, the fillet-o-fish would have been invented probably down the line a bit, wouldn't it come out in early days?
Well, it was, yeah, no, that's definitely right. So I saw that movie about the founder, about the invention of McDonald's.
Oh, yeah, I did too. What was it called?
The Founder.
Oh, the Founder, sorry, yeah.
And there was no mention of fillet-o-fishes.
Yeah.
It was all cheeseburgers, fries, shakes, thick shakes.
Because if I'm really hungry, I'll go a burger and then I'll have a little fillet-o-fish on the tray. Yeah.
Wow.
But when you think of the Big Mac, there's a lot going on there. But if you have just two entrees, so to speak.
If you have a cheeseburger and a fillet-o-fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're getting both. You're getting covering all your, what is it? Steak.
Food charts. The food pyramid.
Yeah.
When we were younger, we used to have 2 Big Macs each.
Oh, no.
No, it was like 18 or 19, yeah. 2 Big Macs, yeah.
Did you go into like
I don't know why I'm fat.
A calorie overload?
I don't know why I'm fat.
So fish fingers.
Fillet-o-fish and the Catholic Church. Well, I'm not Catholic. You're not Catholic.
See, this is interesting, isn't it? Because, no, I'm not. I am Church of England.
Thinking about it?
I'm Church of England.
So am I.
Which was Henry VIII couldn't get what he wanted. It was Henry VIII couldn't get what he wanted.
Yeah, they split, didn't they?
Well, no, he said, I can't get divorced under your rules. I'll make up my own church where I can get divorced.
And that's Church of England?
Yeah.
This is how the Church of England came up.
Yeah, he just made it up.
He should be somehow related.
Yeah, he should be.
Henry VIII and then Church of England.
There's powerful. If you won't do it for me, I'll just make it up
so
for myself.
They split from the Catholic Church to form the Church of England?
I don't know whether they split from the Catholic Church, but he just went... Would he have been Henry VIII been Catholic?
Probably.
Well, I'm Church of England. It's the breakaway, and made up his own rules.
We should ask Sam. Was
Sam? We don't want to get this wrong for all the religious people.
Was Henry VIII? Was he Church of England? No, was he a Catholic originally?
Henry VIII was Roman Catholic, but the church wouldn't let him divorce his wife. He disagreed with the Pope about this, so he separated the Church of England from the Pope's authority. He was married to 5 more women before his death in 1547.
Well done.
Wow.
Well done.
He did. Wow.
Yeah, but
just because he wanted to marry 5 more women.
Just goes to show. You just make it up.
Just the power of being a king.
Okay.
What a new religion.
You're on Spicks and Specks. 7 Wives of Henry VIII. That was a song, was it not?
Yes, you're right.
Rick
someone?
Wakeman? No?
I think you're right. I just remember the Hermits one. I'm Henry VIII, I am. Henry VIII, I am. I've been married 7 times before. To the girl next door, it says, doesn't it? Even to the
rhymes.
Girl next door.
Catholic Church.
Catholic Church. Well, yeah. I mean, we all grew up with a lot of Catholics.
Yeah. Well, these days, people are designated in terms of their generation, not in terms of their religion.
Yeah.
You're a Gen Y, you're a Gen X, you're a Gen whatever. Now you don't say.
In our generation, my dad used to hate the Catholics.
Yeah. There was a song, wasn't there?
Yeah. Catholics are a bloody pack of posers. We used to sing to them as they drove past on the bus. And in fact, they were often poorer than us, the Catholics, because they were bigger families.
Oh, okay.
So and Dad used to say, Catholics, you can go out with as many girls from Catholics as you like, but you can't marry one, all right, boys? He used to say to his sons. My brother married a Catholic. Anyway. But we used to hang out with a lot of Catholics, and they were always from bigger families. There were 4 of us, but there was like 8 down the road.
That would come back to the religious belief.
Yeah.
That you can't use.
No contraception.
Yeah.
There's some great ideas, the Catholic Church. Now they were saying in Ireland and stuff, because of all the things that have happened over there, they've lost all credibility, the Catholic Church. Because they used to be so, like 30 years ago, they were so powerful in a place like Ireland. Yeah. Now they've just lost it. But you know where they're getting popularity? Third world countries. So right. Africa and South America, they're huge.
Well, when you think about, in the olden days, you were doing it hard. You had nowhere to live, but you had this really nice joint that you went to.
Yeah, on a hill. On a hill. Best position.
Yeah, and it was comfortable, and you sang songs.
Yeah.
And
they gave you hope.
Yeah, and they gave positive. It gave you affirmation, and they gave you going.
And why did my baby die? Because God said that was the right thing to do. Oh, okay, that gives me some comfort.
answers to the unanswerable.
Yeah.
So then you go, okay, I can get on with my week now. And so I feel okay. But now we don't. No, I don't want to get into that and then the whole debate.
We go to yoga now, Pilates.
Well, yeah, we get on the phone and get our reward of everything being okay because I go to a chat room.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm sounding old. But having said that, and I've told you this before, if I'm in the city and I'm running early,
You go and sit in the church.
I go and sit in the church. And as I've said before, they're always vacuuming. They are.
Stop with the vacuuming.
This is meant to be a place of peace. Can you just turn it off the Hoover for just a couple of minutes while I, meditate on the greater good?
God.
Yeah.
How often did you go to church as a kid?
Well, I was christened, and then Mum made me go and get confirmed. Which is kind of going. What I thought it was, if you christened, you get a ticket to heaven, but confirmed, you're up to business class.
Yeah. Well, my two older brothers got confirmed, but there was so much trouble. The priest said to Mum, "Don't worry about the other two. They're fine. They're going to hell."
I used to have to go and do Sunday school lessons and stuff. I didn't listen to one bit of it.
Man, we went to church a lot.
Oh, did you? So you were
Church of England, just in Sunday school, and then up until about the age of 14. But then, Mum and Dad still go. My dad said the other day, I don't know about all this God bullshit, but I like the community.
Yeah, that's very true.
So it's their social life.
Yeah.
They go to funerals.
Yep.
Dad went to a funeral the other day, didn't even know the guy, but he had to do the tea and coffee. Yeah, I didn't know him, but someone had to do the tea and coffee.
Well, when you go to a funeral now, you think a lot of people don't go to church, but when they do the Lord's Prayer, you look around the room, there's a lot of people saying the words. Yeah. You're going, it's a sort of part of your life.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm onto something here.
Okay.
Fishes and loaves.
Oh, of course, Jesus.
Don't swear.
Jesus was a black man, wasn't he? That was what he was saying in that song. Okay.
What was Fishes and Loaves? Fishes and Loaves was, when there was nothing to eat, Jesus came and said, here's this, but there's not enough to go around. Is that right?
That's right. And he split up he distributed to 100 and so people.
Yeah. Which is good.
Well, it's a skill, isn't it?
Because, when you think of what McDonald's are doing, they've got
fish
and
loaves.
And they've got loaves. And they are feeding. So maybe they should think about having some sort of religious thing over on. You know how they do the cafe now?
McCafe. McChurch.
Maybe that's not a bad idea.
McChurch. Ronald can be a priest.
Yeah.
You know what, Glenn?
What?
There's a lot of tension and stress in the world.
Yeah.
But if you go to beyondrest.com.au and book yourself in to float in salt water, you will feel better.
You don't have to do anything. It will do it for you.
I've been in a flotation tank.
How did you find it?
I liked it.
Yep.
It's just you just float.
Yep.
And you go to a state of like meditating in a way.
Well, it's meditating for the Westerners who don't know how to meditate. It's letting go personified. Because you can't actually connect to a thought or a body movement. You just have to be in. If you've had a hot bath, well, it's a hot bath on steroids.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
And floating regularly has been scientifically proven to reduce blood pressure, decrease anxiety and stress.
Don't be scared by it. You're in a little pod in warm water, salt water, so you float, and it's in the dark. But hey, it's okay.
Yeah. You'll get out soon and you'll feel much better.
Yeah.
So go to beyondrest.com.au. There's premium flotation centres for the deepest experience possible in Melbourne. Imagine that. You get out of all that traffic and that crime and you get into beyondrest.com.au. Well, okay. Well, we need some thinking music.
Yes.
We should play that. Did you used to, when McDonald's first opened, it must have been in the early 80s, they had that campaign where if you said the ingredients of a Big Mac, you got a free Big Mac. Oh, yeah. No, you got a free drink, I think. I think you got so you had to go and go, 2 all beef patties, lettuce, cheese, pickle, sesame. Oh, I got it wrong.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, pickle, onions, and sesame bun. If you got it right,
you got a free drink or a free Big Mac.
Yeah.
2 all lettuce, cheese, pickle. You
couldn't stumble.
No, you couldn't stumble. Well, it depends on the manager at the time. They could be a bit hardcore.
I did McHappy Day.
Oh, I've done McHappy Day.
And I was behind the counter and I ate some chips and the staff looked at me and said, "You can't eat the chips." I go, "Sack me."
I did McHappy Day drive-through. I was put on the drinks in Deer Park, which is an outer western suburb, and I swear at least 2 people came through the drive-through and went, "Oh, are you working here now, mate?" True story. Are you working here now, mate? No, it's McHappy Day.
Yeah.
I've got to say, it was high pressure on the drinks. And dangerous with all the ice on the floor.
You were stupid to take on that one. Did you have the little microphone on your head?
No, but the guy took it quite... He's like working... I'm not... I don't want to actually work here, mate.
No, yeah, don't take it literally.
Yeah, but he did. He was putting me to work. I'm like, mate, I'm not like a work experience kid. I'm just here to, like, sign some autographs and go home. But no one was interested in Deer Park McDonald's.
So we want... Have we had the think music?
No, here we go. 2 all beef patties.
If you can say
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
in 4 seconds, you can win a free cup of Coke. It's that simple. Just say
It's 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
in 4 seconds and you can win a free cup of Coke.
2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
It's 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Say it in 4 seconds and win a free cup of Coke at McDonald's.
You know McDonald's was sued. Remember those? They were sued by HR Puffin stuff. Because remember they had all Mayor McCheese and all kind of trippy and colourful ads?
So they thought it was passing off as...
Yeah, HR Puffin stuff accused them of stealing their kind of design and stuff. And they won the court case. HR
Interesting.
Puffin stuff.
Yeah.
In America. Okay, so do you have an idea? Have you got an idea?
Well, I must admit, I was thinking something along the lines of, given that it was based on... No, look, it was based on the fish finger that had something to do that if you put the 2 fish fingers the right way, you could make the cross.
A cross?
Yeah, which is a little perverse. So but I'm not going to go with that. I am going to go with, I reckon that the Catholic Church gave their blessing to McDonald, because you have to eat fish on a Friday.
Yeah.
That if you couldn't get fish, you'd be allowed to have a Filet-o-fish from McDonald's.
Wow. Well, I reckon the Pope, the current Pope, who I quite like, is a McDonald's fan.
Oh, really?
And Filet-o-fish is his favourite dish.
Yeah.
And I reckon, similar to Donald Trump, that's all he eats is Filet-o-fish. You know, Donald Trump, there's always those rumors he just eats McDonald's or Hungry Jack's.
He lies in bed and tweets and eats McDonald's.
I think he gets a special delivery every Friday.
Who? This is the Pope?
This is the Pope with Filet-o-fish. Because he can't eat meat on a Friday.
Why wouldn't you do drive-through with his Pope-mobile? Because he's got a little speaker, hasn't he?
Recently, I was in the Vatican a few months ago with the kids.
Yeah.
I didn't want to go. I said to my wife, I've been to the Vatican twice. I'm not Catholic. I don't want to go to the Vatican.
Yeah.
She's like, no, we've organised this tour. Kids should see it. I said, we're not Catholics. Because, you get to see Sistine Chapel and St. Paul. And, she was sick on the day, so I had to go.
You had to do the deed. It was all right, wasn't it?
I said as a kid, I'm never going to the Vatican ever again.
That's a big one.
My son's like, what if the Pope invites you? I'm still not going.
Now, let me ask you this. Were they vacuuming?
Well, let's get the answer.
The Filet-o-fish was invented in 1962 by Lou Green and McDonald's franchisee owner in Cincinnati, USA. The McDonald's restaurant was in a predominantly Roman Catholic neighborhood, so beef burger sales were very slow on Fridays. At the time, Ray Kroc, the owner of McDonald's, wanted to add a Hawaiian-style vegetarian burger to the menu. The two agreed that whoever's burger sold more will be added to the permanent menu, and the Filet-o-fish won easily.
Wow, Lou Green, what a visionary. What a businessman.
So he did a comparison.
He just said, in my area, no one's buying burgers on a Friday because they're all Catholics.
Smart.
Let's do something for them. Old Ray Kroc, who was, we've seen the movie, he was pretty happy with himself.
Oh, yeah, he was. He was a hard man.
I'm going to make the hula burger.
Yeah. And whatever wins. And then so people felt happy on a Friday. Oh, I got one right. Ding, ding, ding.
You did. I wonder if this guy Green gets a cut out of every Filet-o-fish we eat. Probably not. I reckon he just sold the idea and went...
Oh, as I said before, the next stage, you should be able to have something, what sort of, you at the first window, you confess to your sins.
Oh, yeah, the drive-through.
And the second window, you get, what do they call it? You get your...
absolution? I don't know what it is.
Just say 3 Hail Marys and there's your fish burger. Oh, that's got to catch on.
You'd think it's going to catch on. It's a great idea. Well, there you go, the Catholic Church. They've done one good thing. They've forced the invention of the Filet-o-fish.
You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
I'm not a fan, though.
What, you think it's not very firm?
Nah, it's very soft.
It's a bit mamby-pamby. But I tell you, it's easy to eat.
Big Macs aren't firm either. They're very soft.
But it's ironic that you can have a Big Mac and when you're driving, that's just going to explode. But a Filet-o-fish or the chicken wrap, one hand, is that legal? to hold it.
No, you can't eat while you're driving.
You can't eat while you're driving.
No, you can't. You can't. It's like, I don't.
Really?
I eat all the time while I'm driving, but it is illegal. A cop told me once, it's still illegal to eat while you drive, mate.
Oh, really? Oh, so you got to pull over.
A cop's put me over once. I had my phone. I wasn't using it, but it was sitting open on the seat. He goes, "You can't have your phone open like that on your seat. You've got to have it in your pocket or in a hold-up thing, because that's illegal." So there you go. Didn't get arrested, thank God. He recognised me.
Yeah, I've seen the sign you got on the back of your car.
Yeah,
Dave O'Neill driving this car. Don't pull me over.
Baby on board. Yeah. Mine a celebrity on board.
Yeah, we'll do autographs.
I got pulled over once by a cop, and there was an older cop and a younger cop, and the older cop goes, "Do you realise you're doing 100 kilometres in a 60 zone past my police station?"
Oh.
I'd driven right past the police station. I didn't even see it. I was rushing to a gig. So I'd gone 40 kilometres over. Anyway, he goes to talk to the young cop, and he comes back and he goes, "Well, apparently you're some kind of celebrity." It was up to me, I would throw the book at you. But the young constable over here is a fan of yours and doesn't want to. So on your way. It's like, I know, finally.
Yeah, I had the same. I pulled up and the guy goes, "Oh, Glenn, how are you?" I go, "Oh, great. I've had a couple of drinks. He's not going to breathalyse me." Gone great. "How are you, Glenn? Have a good night?" Yeah, great. I'll have a bit of a chat with him and then I'll probably just go. He goes, "Okay, Glenn, just get you to blow into the bag." Yeah. I'm wasting my time then chatting to you. You just should have cut to the chase there. Anyway, no, I salute the police. I don't mean that sarcastic. They do a good job.
Well, I had a cop the other day, well, not the other day, but a few years ago, tap on my window with a screwdriver. He goes like this.
Screwdriver?
Like that. I'm like, what's going on? I don't want to, I'm up for capsicum spray, but I'm not going to get stabbed by a screwdriver. He goes, sorry there, mate. I've got to take the plates off your car. I'm like,
what?
Yeah, unregistered. The car was unregistered because it was my partner's car. We'd moved and the rego had not been
How did they
changed.
know so quickly? He pulled you over.
Oh, he's got this computer thing. He was showing
every
me.
car they get behind, they check.
They go, like something out of a science fiction movie. It reads your number plate and then it lists, is this an unregistered car? Has this guy got fines? Is he under warrant or, whatever?
Yeah.
And so, he goes, no, you're driving along this road. I saw you. I scanned you with my photo gun and
it does it just to every car. So they kind of know who you are straight away.
Yeah, so he physically took the plates off. And he goes, all right. I said, well, what am I supposed to do? He goes, look, I didn't say this, but you can drive it home, all right? But if you get pulled up by another cop, I didn't let you drive it home.
They're good like that, aren't they? They realise that what the deal is. You're not a bad man.
What the deal is. I'm not a bad man.
So you did a drive-by and you and stole a couple of, broke into a couple
exactly.
on the way home, yeah.
Well, and then the car sat outside our house with no plates. Had to go get it re-registered.
Yeah, you meant to put it on blocks.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I think you meant to take it off the road. We'll put it. Yeah, I think so.
And then my partner had the other car, and I had to take one of my kids to some lesson or something. I had to drive it around the streets with no number plates on, like a criminal.
Well, you could speed then, plus go through red lights. You can,
everything. Went on all the toll roads.
Yeah,
good times.
Here's a trick though.
Yeah.
When your kids grow up, put the L plates on for the kids when they're learning to drive, then leave them on.
Oh yeah.
And then you can drive like an idiot because
like an idiot.
People just think you're a learner.
Good idea. I am Henry VIII, I am. Remember that song? Henry VIII, I am. I think it was Hermits, who I saw play at Moomba once. Great memories.